What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hard Facts, back like Craig Mack, kicking that brand new flavor in your ear. So let's go ahead and get into this content.
Next time you open your fucking mouth about a black woman, say something nice, bitch. Why don't you say black women are angry because they've been raped and abused and preyed upon in this country for over 500 years, and pussy niggas like you who have the power don't use your power to come to their defense? Why don't you say some real nigga shit like that, nigga? How about that? You know what I say when people say black women are angry? They are, and they do have to work on that. Some of their attitudes, not all of them, but some of their attitudes are extremely fucking disgusting. It is, and it's super unattractive, and it's just the truth. But I'm not going to abandon you because I know why you act like that. Because you've been brutalized, you've been raped, you've been oppressed, and you still get oppressed by your own man who doesn't find you attractive because he's chasing a fucking white woman or something exotic. So I would have an attitude too, my nigga. But why don't you talk about how loyal black women are? Why don't you talk about if you lose all your money right now, it's a black woman couch you gonna be sleeping on, not no white woman. Why don't you say that, bitch? Why don't you talk about how no matter how many times you cheat or how many times you fuck up, she believe in your funky ass and give you another shot? Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about all of the shit black women do that's positive, even when they don't have to do it because niggas ain't acting right? Okay? There's no other woman on this planet more loyal to a disloyal partner than a black woman. Black women stay with their men through all kind of shit that they should have been left for. Okay? So why don't you say that? But you wouldn't say no shit like that because the motherfuckers you around don't want you speaking positively about your own people. So I'm gonna just let you know, my nigga, watch your fucking mouth, my nigga. And I'm telling you to watch your mouth. I'm telling you that because I'm tired of y'all niggas downgrading our people to uplift somebody else.
I'm all about being pro-black, but I'm gonna go in on this brother's video. He made a point at the end about us, whomever us are. I guess black men, maybe black people, but it would make sense that he talking about black men. Us downgrading our people to uplift other people. I don't know what he mean by that. You know, I don't know if that was a live feed. I would have no idea what he means by that or why he felt the need to say that, because it didn't so much so fit with the meat of what you can take from what he said. The meat of what he said is how he feels about, I guess, black men saying that black women are angry. So he has all of this to say because black men are saying that black women are angry, because black men are speaking the truth and saying that black women are angry. Everything this brother said as a response to that, most of it, majority of it, was emotions. And simping. A lot of it was simping to uphold black women by throwing black men under the bus with the idea that we black men have done all of this shit to create the black woman's anger. That's simping. It's simping when you are catering to the detriment of a group with lies or with misinformation or opinion. I'm gonna call majority what he said opinion. That's when it's simping. When you are catering to the plight of a group with your opinion. Only facts that he had in there was the mistreatment of black women sexually through the history of America by white American men. That sexual abuse. That's the only thing that he hit on that was facts. Everything else, opinion. black men being unloyal because we'll go chase white women or exotic women. That's not the majority of black men. The majority of black men obviously come from our culture. Our culture doesn't mix with white culture in order for us to have to put up with a white woman's parents, her dad in particular. Most white dads are American flag bleeding fucking patriots. Our cultures don't align because most black people don't believe in that shit, because that's not the America that we realize. That's not an American trait that we benefit from. As far as him saying black women being loyal when a man loses his job, not the modern black woman, maybe 50 or 70 years ago, but the modern black woman chases money and has a high sense of entitlement. They won't even look your fucking way if you ain't got money. So if you lose your job, that's your ass. You lost your woman. As far as I'm saying, we are the most unloyal men in reference to cheating, so on and so forth. White men aren't faithful in marriage. White men step outside of a monogamous, contractual marriage all of the time. So that's an opinion, bro. White men cheat like a motherfucker in a marriage. And Europeans came up with the system of a monogamous contractual marriage that came from their churches. We over in Africa, we did ceremonies. We didn't have contractual, monogamous, none of that. So that ain't even anything we created, but they created it and they break it. They've been breaking it before we even accepted it as a way of life. So there is me saying a majority of what he said was an emotional, non-factual rant. It was opinion. Now again, I'm pro-black. I believe in the protection and the uplifting of your community and your people and your woman. But the black man has suffered even more than the black woman. The black woman has had to put up with the pain of being around while her black man has been murdered and being tore down. So I understand what her spirit can be with that. She has had to live through that because society isn't killing her. They're keeping her around so that her offspring can be the pipeline to prison for free labor. Or 100 years ago, so that her offspring could be the slaves for free labor. So they don't kill her who birthed the free labor. They keep her around. But they chop the head off the snake and they kill the black man. Once he has impregnated enough women and he gets out of line, they kill him. The black man has suffered death, which is far worse than sexual abuse. And I'm not saying that to compare, but I'm saying that to say, put all things in perspective. That's why I'm saying that. I'm saying that to say, put all things in perspective. And when we do that, off of the facts that I just stated, the black man ain't running around angry and displaying it towards his black woman because of how we are being murdered. So it's not an excuse for her to display her anger towards the black man due to detriment that was done to her by other people.
What is a good amount of money to spend on a first date? A lot of girls feel like I gotta spend a minimum $300 to be with them. I'm like,
300 what?
$300.
American dollars?
Dollars.
Please. On who? On the first date?
Yo, Chad.
For what?
You're considered a high value man. So ladies, this is for, this. You got money?
I think high value is based on stream of income, revenue, but I am extremely cheap and financially conscious, so I don't consider myself a high value man.
And you have a lot of money.
Yes. Yes, and I'm going to save it, which is why a $300 date ain't never happening. Because what am I paying for actually? If I'm at wit's end and I need help, and I'm with you and you need a $300 date, can she save me? Can she help me? Is she an asset or is she a liability? Because anybody need a $300 date off rip is nothing but a liability. I mean, it is. Let's call a spade a spade.
I'm with you.
The women that want $300 dates, there are men out there that are going to continue to take them on it. That's why the women can always say, I'm not doing nothing but $300 a date. Because there are men that will spend $300 to reach their end goal. We know what the end goal is.
What is a good amount of money to spend on a first date?
Here's where I'm going to make what Chad Johnson said make sense. Y'all women want men to spend money on dates, or you will think more highly of a man that does. You would think less of a man that doesn't. The point to that is, gone are the days where spending money on courting a woman made sense. Those days were 50, 60, and 70 years ago. Those days are gone, and here's where those days are different than today. When a man and a woman was entertaining each other 50, 60, 70 years ago, they were dating each other exclusively. And the parents expected that this be something serious, with serious intention, so that an illegitimate baby doesn't come out of it. No parent wanted that for their daughter, and for the most part, no parent wanted their son to be moving like that or wanted that for their son. So all parents expected this to be serious. They were dating each other exclusively. So for a man to court a woman in that manner, it fitted the structure of the time. You women nowadays want that structure to be present in today's time for a structure of dating that doesn't exist. And here is where that structure of dating doesn't exist today. Today, people don't date seriously and exclusively, where the only contact in your phone for a potential candidate of intimacy and relationship is one person. The contact in your phone for potential candidates is several people. That's facts. Women nowadays don't believe in just giving one man all of her attention. She will have several candidates who she can be interacting with verbally through text message or video chat or however. And she'll give the most attention to whomever out of those that she wants to, if not all of them, if all of them were possible good candidates. Point being is, she is entertaining several guys at once. Okay, let's say that's understandable. Men are doing the same thing. So none of that is serious or exclusive between any one party of the opposite sex in that engagement. And on the man's behalf, we're not going to be held to some old standard that fitted a time where it made sense and it was economical to do. We're not going to be held to that today, where we have just as many candidates in our phone as you do. And because y'all have this ridiculous standard that doesn't fit today about spending money on dates, we don't see it economical to spend $300 on each one of these women just to get her time so we can vet her as a candidate. 300 times 5 women, that's 1,500. And if you are a sociable person and you want to get out here and find love and find somebody and vet people, and so you going on a date every week or every other week, and you got these 5 prospects lined up, you met them all at the same time, you're not about to do that. You're not about to spend $1,500 in a week on dates, or every other week, or in a month. Whether you meeting 5 women that month, you're not going to be spending $1,500 on dates. That's why we men have been screaming, we aren't doing that shit, we don't like it, and we don't accept it, because we understand that times have changed. We understand what you women are doing on your end with the contacts in your phone, and we understand what we doing, because overall, men understand the dating scene from a realistic standpoint. Women understand the dating scene from an unrealistic standpoint. So that's where what Chad Johnson said makes sense for those of you who don't like what he said or doesn't want what he said to make sense. It definitely makes sense. I found this picture and I thought it was interesting. It speaks to the current dating situation for men and women from a man's perspective and a woman's perspective. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have seen it, but I'm just gonna get my take on it. I think most of y'all understand it. And again, a lot of this shit is all opinion of who likes it and doesn't like it. So I know it's motherfuckers out there who don't like it. Doesn't mean that it's not facts, but you got up top, you got the good guy with flowers in his hand. He's chasing a nice girl. The nice girl's chasing a thug. The thug's chasing the slut or the hoe. Essentially because for the thug to chase her, it's all about a nut. That's what men chase. We aren't going to give that up because that's who we are naturally. We're going to chase a nut, whether that's through courting to get married and get a nut from our wife, or whether that's through sluts. So down on the bottom, you have the smart guy. I don't like the term smart guy because some of y'all will confuse that by meaning intelligence only. That's not what they mean by using that phrase. Smart guy means the producer, the well-rounded guy. Ideally, you would typically think that the producer is the smart guy due to his intelligence. But smart guy, well-rounded guy. He has his shit in order. Is successful, has his ducks in a row, and probably no kids, blah, 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 all of that shit that makes him valuable and have quality. He has the nice girl with baggage chasing him. She possibly has kids, got an on again, off again ex, if not several of them, supporting him, carrying that baggage. And then that motherfucker who she's supporting is saying fuck you to his baby mama who, or however many baby mamas he don't like and don't want to be with at that time. And his baby mama used to be the slut who done slept with everybody and was a easy nut. Now she's the single mom. And out of all of that, the woman who the man wants in the end is the nice girl who she didn't let her first choice out of high school be the correct one, and she ended up with all of the baggage. And she ends up at later on in her dating life, she ends up chasing the man she should have been chasing when she was a virgin out of high school. She ends up chasing him. Person who ends up winning out of all of that in this picture is the productive guy, the smart guy, the producer, the go-getter, because he's doing what he needs to do to have his life in order, to have his life well-rounded. Even if at whatever points in his dating life he can't get that nice girl, but at some point he'll get her. He'll get her when she's valuable at some point in his life, whatever age that may be, so on and so forth, because of his value. But where you have the nice girl, which a lot of y'all are, who accumulated all of that baggage, he's not going to get her because he doesn't want her. And she's not going to get him because she made too many mistakes and didn't take accountability for them. And furthermore, she didn't head those mistakes off when she was younger. She didn't make the right choices then to not make those mistakes. So that is my full circle explanation of how that picture goes for dating and relationships. I know this picture has to be artificial intelligence, but the caption was today's woman, or the current woman in her geriatric years. And there's not too much I gotta say about that other than, yeah, I don't want that to, that's not something I would select now, because I don't want that to be my wife then. I would like to think that y'all hit the helm now. His handle is Brandon Jamal on TikTok, but he got his foot on y'all neck. Y'all be heated online on that man's page. Y'all be heated. Shout out to y'all single moms out there though who get the joke, and you know, y'all let it be known when y'all comment, y'all laugh, and y'all get it. But you know, whatever that brother do, I done post several of his fucking videos. Whatever he do, I'm gonna post, because it's entertaining for one, and then for two, it's factual. And if y'all don't know his story, he became a single dad at no fault of his own. His sister got pregnant, had a baby girl, couldn't take care of her, so he became a dad overnight. He went and got custody and all of that, and he was forced into it because he has siblings, and his siblings have kids, so none of his siblings would take their niece in, so he did. And he understands the hardship of being a single parent, but he didn't do it by choice. And he got his foot on y'all single mom's neck because he know that y'all made that mistake by choice, if you want to call it a mistake. That's the word that I use, but that was a choice you made. And yeah, it could have been a mistake, but he knows that y'all made that choice. So that's why he got his foot on y'all neck, because none of y'all taking accountability for being single moms. And we letting y'all know it's ridiculous to be a single mom. Choose better so you can stay with the man you with, and just stay with the man that you got pregnant with. If you chose wrong, look, that's on you. Otherwise, you leave him, you're going to be the single mom who Brandon Jamal is making fun of, because ain't nobody got no sympathy for you.
I took a sip and felt I want the coffee mug. But long they pondered me, so I had called you up. I said I'm waiting here for you to show me something. Addicted to your approval, my choice of drug. It take me higher than your hugs, make me feel closer than your hugs, baby. I heard of purity, I felt it in the sun. Love is in the air and it's burning up my lungs, baby. Say how you. I took a sip and felt I want the coffee.
I've seen women dressed like this recently. I never knew that there was a phrase for it. Anti-male gaze is the style that it is. But it's amazing to me how feminists and feminist trends and feminist terms is always created with the thought of a man in mind. When I thought the whole idea is to be an independent woman, despite a man. You don't need a man. A man doesn't exist to the decisions that you make. And this is a contradiction to that idea. Up top, baby girl, she posted, men with good dick are usually broke, disrespectful, felons, or abusive. But those are the men that y'all chase. Those are the bad boys that y'all chase. because of all the reasons y'all know that y'all chase them. The image, the swag, all of the various reasons. Point being is, the bad men are the men that y'all chase from young throughout y'all 20s, 30s, and 40s, which is crazy. And then y'all amazed when it ends up like what she posted. And I'm going to assume that she posted this out of being angry at one of these guys. And y'all amazed when it ends up like this. But this is who y'all choose time and time again. And then up under that, she posted, imagine having a girl that like to suck dick and buy you shit. It's me. So every man would love that. Point being is, that's what she gives to the no shit, big dick, good sex nigga. That's what she gives to him. And that's her resume. Her resume is riding a cock carousel, being sexually promiscuous from a young age, running around chasing sexual gratification. So she's running through whatever dicks that she needs to in order to find the dicks that are sexually gratifying. Running the body count up. And she's giving the good qualities of her to the worst motherfuckers. So that's what this spells out to me about her mindset. And millions of you women post shit like this, with this being your thought process. Millions of you women post thought processes like this. This is how y'all think. This is the shit y'all posting online time and time again. Shit that shows faulty thinking. And then a lot of the shit be gripes or promiscuity. Shit either be promiscuity, which is attracting the no shit niggas, and those being the niggas who you let and gut you out. And then after that, you're posting gripes about those niggas. So, prime example. And this one, a million examples like this came before it, and a million will come after. Prime example of choose better. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, more importantly, subscribe. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to hit that subscribe button, but it'll mean a lot to me. Until next time, y'all be easy.